What's up guys, this is Freedom Vapor here, and today we are going to be reviewing two new Charlie Noble flavors, Blue Bay and Commodore Pearry. In my other videos I have reviewed the Siren Song and Charlie's Custard from the same company. I also ordered it from Vape Dojo. Once again, came right on time, and yeah, they're great. Right now I am using the Tobe Addy V2 on top of a Fuhattan mod, and I just got the Tobe today. Pretty excited. I still have to do a review on both of them. Kind of slacking on those, but I'll get them out soon. Let me hit real quick. I'm vaping at 0.5 right now. Not a super low build, but low enough to show you what the Tobe can do. And I got Buddy here. He's done a review for me in the past of his current setup with his Aspire setup. And he's probably going to be taking most of the hits for me because this nicotine's been kicking my ass. He can take it a little better than I can, but he's going to take a hit for you. This flavor also, we have Blue Bay in here actually. It is a 72 VG, and so it's pretty high in VG, and it's amazing for drippers.
Yeah, it's a good flavor, and also with this build running a sleeper coil with about 6 wraps in it, and I mean it's doing it. It's putting it out there. It's doing a good damn job. Like sleeper, I would say sleeper coils are nice. Like when he first got this just today, we put in just two separate coils in it, and we thought, heck, let's just throw a sleeper in it, and it really shows the difference between coils.
Oh yeah,
that's for sure.
The first coils we put in here, like you said, were the regular dual coils, and then we switched over to sleeper coils because we want to see how it was, to see if we could do it, and it has just been putting out a lot better. But I mean, the flavor on this thing is, oh my god. I had it in my Aspire BDC, and it was really perfumey. And he tried it, and it just wasn't my thing. I was kind of not looking forward to doing the review on it on the dripper, but I gotta say I do like it on the dripper. It's not as strong of a perfumey flavor. It's actually really good. Me and him were both like, you know, when we were about to put it on the dripper, but it turned out really good. He's smoking Skittles over there in his Aspire Mini Nautilus, but yeah, that Blue Bay, I really do like it in a dripper. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it in a tank just because it turns out perfumey and it's a high VG, so it doesn't go through the tanks as well as it does on a dripper. But it's getting down. I love it. Yeah, this Tobe I have, it has a conical top part, so that really helps the flavor. But man, this Blue Bay does not need it at all. It's really, like, you can really tell. It's a pomegranate and it's a mixture of pomegranate and other flavors. But you can look it up on, I'll have a link in the description. It's vapedojo.com. I know it's a pomegranate flavor. That's the really strong taste you can tell. It also has a few other mixed berries in it too. It's really good see, I like vaping more of the fruity flavors, which is why I was so excited to get the Commodore Pearry and the Blue Bay, because I just love it. My first flavor was Skittles, and I just love the fruity flavors more than like the Siren Song, which is a strawberry cream, and the Charlie's Custard, which is just a custard flavor. And so I was really excited to get these, and they have not let me down. In the second half, we'll do a review of the Commodore Pearry, and I'll tell you what, that is great. But the Blue Bay, I would definitely recommend it. It's for this 15 ml bottle with the dripper and everything, glass bottle, high quality. It's around $7 on vapedojo.com. For this 15 mil. They also have 30 mils and like 120 mils and I think a 50 mil. And they're very reasonably priced. I think the shipping is a flat $2, which is a lot better than what I've seen on the internet. Some of them are like, I don't know, like $4 per gram. You go over their little limit, which is probably the weight of the cap. They charge you like $4 for it, but very reasonably priced, especially for the quality of liquid. If any of you guys have drippers, definitely check this out. This Commodore Pearry is an 82 VG. This Blue Bay is only 72, so is Siren Song, and so they are all high VGs, but the Commodore Pearry is a really high VG. Perfect for drippers. You have anything to add?
What?
You have anything to add?
Hands down, it's really good for dripping. Like, it's a really good drip. And this Addy right here is actually, the Addy he's putting on this is actually a cheap Addy. We went to our local shop, and some compared to your mutations and all that, which that's what I'm looking at soon. I might be getting something like that, so you guys, when you've seen something, we might do comparisons. But it was about a $20 Addy, and it was well worth it. I mean, you can see, if you can see, it has a heat sink even on the mouthpiece and on the thing itself, so that thing doesn't get hot. We've been chaining off like crazy, and I mean, the battery gets hot and all, and if you hadn't, this top piece, there's not much heat you're feeling from it. That
heat sink, though, that really does help. Trust me.
And it has a good airflow on it. There's airflow settings on it and everything, the 3 holes.
Yeah, it's no Mephisto or Plume Veil that you've heard of, but it still puts out, and it just adds to it just helps out the flavor so much. I imagine the Plume Veil or something like that, this flavor would be out of this world. And I mean, if I was building about a 0.8 or something like that, that's more of a flavor build, sub-ohm. But this 0.5, you can still really taste the flavor. It is just great. But I'll tell you what, I definitely recommend it. And we're gonna get into the Commodore Pearry, so catch you on the second half. That was fucking awful. What's up, guys? It's Freedom Vapor here, and oh shit, why'd I do that? We'll cut that. Alright guys, we're here to the second part of the video, and now we're going to be vaping the Charlie Noble's Commodore Pearry. It is a 82 VG juice, and it is the highest VG juice I have gotten so far, and it's the highest I've gotten from Vape Dojo, their Charlie Noble line. I absolutely love all of these flavors, but out of the 2 I just got, which, Blue Bay, this was the first half of this video, Commodore Pearry is definitely my favorite. It's strong, fruity flavor. It's mainly fresh pears, and it's a good flavor. It's not as perfumey and just overpowering as the Blue Bay is. I mean, the Blue Bay is still a really good flavor, but I tell you what, this Commodore Pearry tastes amazing in here. And it does put out clouds too, because it's a really high VG. I'll let him take a hit, but like I said, it's a really high VG, and even with a low PG in here, you can still really taste the flavor. It is, it is really good. Fogging up the room in here, but yeah, and like I said, it's doing great on this. It's not a super low build, I said it's a 0.5, around 0.5, and this, you can still really taste the flavor, and it's putting out clouds too, for those of you who like to do clouds in here too. But the flavor it's outstanding, isn't it? Oh,
very outstanding. It's really good for drippers. Like, the flavor is amazing. Again, it's still running a sleeper coil, and that sleeper coil is really taking it with the flavor. Like, you can have some coils that just burn so hot you can't taste the flavor, but this burns pretty hot, and the flavor is amazing.
And that's not an enjoyable experience to me. If it's so low where it's just straight, like, breathing fire just to get clouds, I don't like it. I love having the flavor. That's part of that's like 90% of the reason I vape, is because you can get so many different flavors. He has Skittles, I had the Blue Bay, which is a pomegranate. This Commodore Pearry, Siren Song. You know, it's a strawberry and cream. There's just Captain Crunch that we have, and it's just there's so many different flavors. I love being able to have the flavors, and if you build low, the flavor's just not there. And this juice handles being at 0.5. 0.5 is like a pretty low build, I'd say, and you can still get all the clouds and the flavor out of this. That was a nice one.
Yeah, it was.
Let me hit it.
Fun thing about vaping, you guys, is circles and all that. It's hard shit to do. Like, I was probably the first good one of the night, probably.
Sorry. But yeah. Oh man, that Commodore Pearry, I tell you what. Like I said, these 15 ml bottles, $7, Vape Dojo, great. Got here in like 2 days. Just, they're up to par on ordering, and I tell you what, I have not been disappointed with the flavor yet. I thought I was disappointed with the Charlie's Custard, but however, I said I didn't recommend that one. But my tank I was using, the coil was actually just burnt. The insulator was burnt, and the coils were just screwed up. That's why I thought it tasted like burnt apple pie, because it had a hint of the custard flavor, and the rest was just like burning metal. But he had it in his, what do you have again on your setup?
Not Aspire Nautilus Mini, and it tastes pretty good, but hands down, I put it in his drip tank, and I love the flavor. That was good. I think there's just some flavors really kick out when it's in a drip. That's for sure. It's good. Like, if you ever just put down, you're like, oh, this flavor sucks, you never know. Maybe if you have a dripper, throw it in your dripper, and it could have a whole different taste to it.
Yeah, like I said, I thought I didn't like it, but I figured I had to edit this video because I don't want to be unfair to the custard. I had to give it another chance. It's like, the custard sounded like it'd be amazing. Sorry for stuttering, but custard sounded like it'd be amazing, so I had to put out there that I did try it in my dripper, and I love it. It was the lowest I've gotten, but now it's right up there. It's hard to beat this Commodore Pearry. We've been vaping it, half the night.
Oh, yeah.
And we just haven't wanted to switch out. I mean, we had to switch out to do the review on the Blue Bay, but man, we love this Commodore Pearry. We've vaped a lot of it, and it's just phenomenal flavor and clouds. If you check out our Instagram, which I'll also post a link to that, you can see a video of him taking a hit off this and just crazy clouds, alright?
Yeah, because the batteries we don't have them fully charged using the Ultra Fire, which is something to start out with if you just want something with not really low ohms. I mean, we're not saying suggest throw, go Ultra Fire. We're just saying if you want something cheap and you're starting low and you don't have a lot of money, you can go for an Ultra Fire.
Starting high. Oh,
yeah.
Not low on, but around, you don't want to go very low on those Ultra Fire batteries. Go between, if you're going to sub ohm, go about 0.5 and up, and 0.5 is on the low side. Stay higher than that just because they don't have a high amp limit. I only recommend getting the Sony VTC 4s or VTC 5s. 5s are hard to get, but I only recommend those. It's just they're better batteries and a lot safer.
That's very true. And
I was just trying to get a battery because I was really excited to get this Foo Hat, and yeah, definitely save. Just if you can't afford it necessarily right now, they're like $10-$20 depending on where you get it from. Definitely get them, especially if you're going to be cloud chasing on low ohms.
That's for sure.
Anyway, with that's why it might not be putting out as well as we like it to, but
and the battery.
Oh, it's completely dead. But like I said, the Commodore Pearry, I can't say enough good about it. It is just phenomenal. Everything about it, where I ordered it from, just everything. I love it.
Yeah, that's basically about it. I mean, just keep vaping, you guys. Enjoy it. I mean, put down your cigarette if you have one and start vaping. Because I'm telling you, it's a change. It's changing the game for smoking.
I have not had a cigarette in, I don't know, it's been months now, just because I love vaping. I mean, you don't have that harsh smell. Like, you always want to spray your cologne before you go in the house, or with family, or with like my girlfriend. I mean, she had smoked before, but it's just the stale cigarette smell is just not good. So you always like spray yourself with cologne. These fruity flavors, it's like its own perfume or cologne, honestly. you'll never smell bad, and heck of a lot safer. You have what, like three different ingredients in it, as opposed to the 2,500 different carcinogens and chemicals and cigarettes. And yeah, like I said, it's been months because of my vape, and it's been.
I mean, I've been smoking still off and on, but I'm going pretty strong. I've been about 4 or 5 days, so it's a rough challenge, but you can do it if I can do it.
And it's definitely worth it too. Trust me, you'll feel 10 times better when you start vaping only. That's what he's been doing for the past couple days, and it's definitely something you do not want to be smoking. This is definitely the way to go. But that's our video for you guys, Freedom Vapors. We'll be back to you soon.
Thanks. Like, subscribe, and keep vaping, you guys.